All right, you can begin, sir. You can begin again. You can begin again. Yeah.
So I am going to present on the topic MSP, that is minimum support price actually. So being an agriculture country, India is an agriculture country, and its economy mainly depends on the agriculture. Despite this, what an irony that the person who brings or who fills our stomach is still hungry themselves. Then we should think about the income of the and the livelihood of the farmers. So for that purpose, the concept is the concept has came, that is MSP, minimum support price. Sir, the next topic.
अच्छा, ये अपने इसमें एनिमेशन लगा है. Yeah. Okay.
So in this presentation, I will cover what is MSP and which crops comes under the MSP, and for recommending this MSP, the authority who recommends the MSP consider which factor, the factors which considered for the recommendation of the MSP, and the issues associated with the MSP regime. That what's the problem comes for the future, for the setting the MSP in the future. So first we will go on the definition of the MSP. What the MSP? Basically, MSP is the minimum support price. It is the price set by the government of India, and it's done on the recommendation of the ACE, the Commissions of Agriculture Cost and Prices, CACP. That comes under the Ministry of Agriculture and the Farmers Welfare. So why it's required, why it is necessary for the, because sometimes when during the bumper production, the prices of certain crops fall down. So to protect the interest of the farmer, to protect the investment of the farmer who has invested so much hard work and money in harvesting, in cultivation. So for that, the government wants to give the sufficient price for them, so that in the future they will also invest that money for the better. Because if the farmer will lose the interest in the farming, then the food supply chain, the demand and supply chain, the balance will disturb, and it will causes the inflation. It will causes the supply scarcity in the country. So for that purpose, the government of India decide a price, that is a minimum price, for which if due to certain supply, due to certain production or surge in the production, if the price fall down, then the government will purchase these products directly from the farmer on a particular price, that is the lowest price, and it's generally considered as the 1.5 times. Then if you calculate the whole cost for the production, then generally government decide 1.5 times, means 1.5 times to the total production, and it gives to farmer, so that they get their own investment plus gets a benefit from this. So, and the crops which comes under the MSP is decided by the CACP, as earlier, Commissions for Agriculture Cost and Prices. It basically 22 prices, 22 crops basically. One is for Kharif. There are 6 to 7 for Kharif, 8 for Rabi, 7 for Kharif, 6 for Rabi, and 7 to 8 cereals that is used for the MSP, under the MSP. And for the sugarcane, actually these crops, when we talk about these crops, why these crops comes under MSP and one crops under the FRP, that is fair and remunerative prices, that is for the sugarcane. As government of India purchase these crops from the farmer, and they store these crops in the godowns and warehouses that is managed by the Food Corporation of India, FCI. We generally know the FCI, and there is a limitation of the warehouses and godowns. So the government can't purchase the whole crops that is growing in the country. So there is a limitation because of godowns and warehouses. they kept these crops in the godowns and distribute through the public distribution. We see that ration ki dukaan. So from they provide the Food Security Act. That is for everyone should get in the current government system. Everyone is getting 5 kg of rice, 5 kg of wheat. So government purchase from the farmers, kept in the godowns and warehouses that is managed by FCI, and then distribute through the public distribution system. That is a part of MSP and the controlling of the MSP. And how generally people talk about that why MSP should be fixed, why it should not be increased. Because if MSP will increase, then the inflation will come, because it will get the farmer will get benefit from this larger MSP. But if government will purchase will give more amount to the farmers, then it will directly hamper the cost prices in the food processing industries. Because if they will get raw material at a higher price, they will sell at a higher price. Then this will result in the greater MSP, greater inflation or greater. So we can't set MSP at higher price, and we can't set MSP at a lower price, because if it will set at the low, the farmer will affect. If will set at the higher, then whole population will affect, because it will cause the inflation. And the factors for recommending the MSP,
Sure.
And one thing that I was missing, that the difference between MSP and FRP. We generally say listen the FRP. These crops are generally for the 22 crops and the husk coconut, and one more thing I am missing there. But FRP is for sugarcane, fair and remunerative prices, because in the crops we can store it at the godowns, but for the sugarcane we can't store at the godowns, because after harvesting within 24 hours it should be crushed. If we will not crush sugarcane within 24 hours, the glucose level, the level of glucose, that sucrose, that parts of sucrose will go down. That's why it should be crushed within 24 hours. That's why during for the MSP, the government think about only for the farmers benefit, or for for the sugarcane, the government think about the farmers as well as for the sugar mills also. So for the sugar mills it should be fair, and for the farmers it should be remunerative. So that's why it is called supportive, because of remunerative it's called as a support price for the farmers. And the FRP decide as how much sugar you extract from the sugarcane. Generally in India, the 10% of recovery rate from the sugarcane. For 1 quintal of sugar, you get only 10 kg of sugar. For that, for the financial year 23-24, it is decided FRP for the sugarcane is 315 rupees per quintal. And if the extraction or recovery from the 10% fall down, if you get 9.9%, then according the ratio 3.1 rupees per 0.1%, it will reduces. But it cannot be reduced beyond the 9.5%, because if it will reduce, then the farmer will get in loss.
Okay.
So the government decide for the higher prices, but they fix for the lower end. Therefore 9.5%. Below that, they will get the price for the 9.5% only. And the factors that for the recommendation of MSP is cost of production. How much production cost involved for sowing the crops, for cultivation. So consider all the cost and then decide the production, as well as there should be a parity between input and output prices. We cannot set a higher MSP and we cannot set a lower MSP. And for setting MSP, the CACP considered the trend in the market. In a few days ago, we see the prices of tomato was very high. So at that time, the tomato farmer who was producing tomato will get more profits because of the trends for the market price very high. So consider these factors, CACP decide the MSP and to maintain the demand and supply. If production is more and supply is production is more, then supply will more. But during that time, the demand will goes down. So at that time, the farmer will be in loss. So at for that purpose, the MSP sets it consider it updated time to time. It is not fixed for a long time. It's for a financial year. Every financial year, the Kharif crops and for the Rabi crops. Rabi is from sowing period is October and cultivation period is April to June. And for the Kharif, it is from May to July and cultivation period is from December. So consider the production and the demand. The CACP decide the MSP and recommend the MSP. So, and the issues associated with the India's MSP regime, because there is a very limited extent. We can see that the local mandis or ACMP, Association for Agriculture Product Market Committee, that decide the MSP. And for that purpose, there was three farm bill comes in the 2020. In that, the farmers empowerment and protection for the farming prices and farm services. And second was the farm something I and third is essential commodity amendment. So that was basically the contact farming. The person why I am talking for this, because there is a limited extent in the country. Only 58% of farmers have their own fields. 42% are doing a contact farming. So that's why MSP should not implemented properly. It's not implemented properly because there is a limitation. The government set MSP for only for paddy crops, that is wheat and rice and wheat also only, and ineffectively implemented. Only 6% of farmer are getting the MSP benefits. In the Santaram committee, the government appointed a Santaram committee that recommend that only 6% of farmers are getting benefit for the MSP, and that are the big farmers that are I think that financially independent and prosperous farmers that are getting benefit for this MSP. And because of more procurement price and agriculture dominated, because we are protein deficient country, we are mainly depend on the wheat and paddy, and we think only wheat and paddy. That's why we this MSP regime, the other farmers who are involving in cost crops like mustard, sesame seeds and cereals are not getting motivated for this MSP, because government mainly focus on the paddy and the wheat crops, and middleman dependent, lots of brokers involved during the mandis. They are getting commission from the farmers, and at the same time they are as per their interest, they increase or decrease the price of the crops. So these are the basic challenges in the front of MSP regime, and we are looking forward for this.
Excellent. All right. Very nice. Wait. Does anyone have among the audience any question for him?
Yes.
Go ahead. Sure.
After analyzing the topic MSP, what is your view that whether government should promote MSP or just eradicate with the concept of MSP?
Actually, in the last farm bill, the government was not mentioning any MSP. That's why they are protesting for this farm bill.
Yeah, they were.
And as per the committee, only 6% of farmer are getting benefit from this MSP, and as the local farmer are not getting benefited, the middleman involvement and the big farmers that are prosperous. So government should think about this. think about the MSP and should promote or should decide should give the opportunity to decide by the farmers themselves. I think so.
I think it's a bad tax for government.
No, because we go MSP for only for the paddy and wheats. We are seeing that.
If you're suggesting that the farmers should decide whether the next change in the policy.
Yes, sir.
But they are asking for the bill for the proper. I think they want that MSP to become their basic right.
Yes.
That is what they are asking. I think in the protest also they ask for the
MSP, but the government, if the government hire the MSP, then there will be a budget deficit.
Yes.
It will cost the other project or cost on the other project. So government can't focus only on the MSP.
Then what, as an individual, what is your suggestion? I'm just asking for your suggestion. If government asks you, just tell me what we should do regarding this, then what will be your suggestions?
I think that we consider all the factors because the weather, climate change.
Yes.
So we can't, agriculture mainly depends on the climate, and if the climate does not support the farmers, then there should then government should consider the farmers' investment,
Yes.
and according that they should decide the MSP for the future.
Very nice. Any other question? All right, excellent, fine.